Hola, mi gente. Welcome back. This is episode 5 of Frill Talk. Happy Juneteenth month. Happy Pride month. I hope everyone who's going to be celebrating Pride, especially, are safe this year because unfortunately, lots of things have been happening. So I just wish everyone has a safe and happy Pride and Juneteenth month. And I also hope that you're doing some unlearning for those that are non-black and non-queer. June has been a pretty interesting month, unfortunately, for J Fashion, for Lolita, unfortunately. So starting from the beginning of the month, we had ILD, International Lolita Day, which was on June 2nd. For me, it was a really packed weekend. So I have 2 local communities that I'm a part of. On Saturday, I went to tea with one of my com in New York, and it was a really cute place. I've never been there, and there was actually someone that was visiting from out of town who was celebrating their birthday, and so they wanted to celebrate it on ILD. So that was really cute. And they had like goodie bags for everyone, so they were giving gifts to other people. They were so nice. On Sunday, I actually had the opportunity to go to the Queen's Ball, a Bridgerton experience. If you're not familiar with the show on Netflix, it's based off of the Bridgerton show, and essentially it's like the Queen's Ball, so Queen, Victorian, that kind of thing. And my com, we went to that on Sunday of ILD. So it was really nice, really feeling. It was very magical and majestic. And I actually had the opportunity to go as press. So I was given VIP to go in. Basically, I went for free. And so, I made like content and all that. So it was really fun doing that. It was my first time doing something like that, like not Lolita related. So I hope to do more things like that in the future. And so at the ILDT that I went to, I met some few people. It was really nice. My goal for this year is actually to try to go to more local meets. So the last Lolita community that I was in I didn't have a lot of favorite people in that community, to say it in a nice way. They weren't like bad or anything. Unfortunately, it was just like, just didn't. There was just people in the community that kind of made me deter from going. There was a lot of nice people in my old community, but there was just a lot of issues, and I just decided just not to go to a lot of the local events. And since I'm in a new city, I figured to make it my goal to go to as many local meets as possible. And I pretty much been going to meets maybe a few times in a month. Is pretty active here, so I'm glad I've been able to do that. At the Queen's Ball, as it sounds, there was a lot of dancing, and there was like performances from the actors, not from the show, but performers and entertainers. So it was so much fun. So honestly, if you're able to go to the Queen's Ball, highly recommend it. So if you are in the New York City area, the Queen's Ball will still be there until about the end of July. So we still got a good like month if you did want to go, and if you live in the area, if you haven't like heard of it yet. So also in June, we had AKON. So AKON is a big anime convention in Texas. A few Lolita brands and J Fashion brands went. We had Haunuli and Iris Garden go. Haunuli, when they had their fashion show, they debuted, or rather, they had 3 of their more recent prints in the fashion show. So that was Romantic Hydrangea, Beloved, and the Winnie the Pooh. And the pictures look so, so good. Honestly, AKON is one of those conventions that I really, really want to go. It's just like kind of hard because it's in Texas and I live in the East Coast, so it's very far from me. So that means it would be a little bit costly for me to go. So I would love to go one day. Maybe next year I'll I'll try to make a plan to go because I have a lot of good friends out there too, and I would really love to go. So I think out of the three prints that Hanili showed in the fashion show, me personally, I think I like the Winnie the Pooh the most. And this is gonna sound biased, but because the other two prints, they don't have really pink. They don't have pink. The Winnie the Pooh one has a pink OP and JSK. So I think it's fair to say that I would kind of gravitate towards that. And if I were to like, I'm on the no buy right now, so I'm not buying no Lolita this year. So if I were to get one of the Winnie the Pooh dresses, it would probably be the JSK cut. I like the cut of the JSK the most, honestly. Also at AKON, we had a swimwear debuted at the fashion show by Star-Crossed Lovelies. This is so amazing, and honestly, we need more cute swimwear, especially like, we're in the summer and we like to hang out outside and have beach episodes. So why don't we have more cute swimwear? I currently do have a like a top and a bottom like swimwear from Dear My Love. It was their Sanrio collection, like their collab a few years ago. But like the sizing, like, unfortunately it's kind of like smaller sizing. So if you have like a bust, it will not fit you, and unfortunately it doesn't fit me right now. But the Star-Crossed Lovelies swim line, it comes in sizes from extra small to 3XL. So we had a variety of sizes, and also in the pictures that they had like different styles. There was one that was like swim trunks, like swim shorts, and like a t-shirt. There was another one that was it looked like you were going to the gym essentially, which was really cool. So there was like some that were like more traditionally like women kind of looking swimwear, and then like kind of male traditional looking swimwear, and then more like neutral looking swimwear, like non-conforming um, gender looking swimwear. So I thought that was really cool. My personal favorite was the Rutsch halter, and it's just amazing like the different sizes that it comes in and how it fits on different bodies. So I'm so glad that we're having more kawaii swimwear, and that is available on the Lolita Collective. So I'll have the link in the description so you can buy and support, so we have more swimwear. Unfortunately, in sad news, we had a few things happen in the J fashion community. So two really loved brands announced that they're no longer making Lolita items. Lady Sloth and Violent Fane had made some sad announcements. The gist of it, unfortunately, is due to rising costs like manufacturing and fabrication costs, and it's really unfortunate to hear about this. I have the Happy Tartans OP from Violet Fane and from Lady Sloth. I have the paper Manicure JSK, and they fit so lovely. Like they both fit. They have smaller sizing and also bigger sizing. So it's like really unfortunate to hear that like brands that like cater to like a variety of sizes will no longer be making Lolita items. So if you wanted to see like why they say in more detail, they do have their posts up regarding why that's happening. At least so for Lady Sloth, they more announced that they won't make Lolita items anymore. So their upcoming Lolita print, which is with Rayosia the art, it will probably be their last Lolita print this year. But they did say they will try to release a Halloween print later this year, but no promises. And for them, unfortunately, the economical situation in Poland and the war and anything is making everything rise like anything else. So there's a lot of issues going on with manufacturing companies closing down and the rise of costs. So unfortunately, that has happened. They will They will offer ready to made stocks for some of their previous prints, so like the My Coffee Time and Marine Macarons, which are in production, they say, but the items that they already have in stock, once it's gone, it's gone. So I know a lot of plus size Lolitas were not very happy about that, just because they did cater to a lot of bigger sizes, and it's unfortunate, honestly. So I do hope for the best for them. I sincerely do. And I hope y'all will, take a look and maybe try to buy some stuff. So for Violent Fane, they won't be making Lolita clothing. Unfortunately, due to the same thing, just it's becoming more complicated and becoming more expensive to make such things. And they're trying to be as eco-friendly and price friendly as possible, but it's maybe unrealistic for them. So unfortunately, we don't know much after what will happen. Like they'll have the leftover stock from previous series that they have, but yeah. For Violet Fane, they've been around for 10 years, almost 10 years. That's kind of crazy too. So I suggest that, if you ever like these brands or if you ever want to purchase anything from them, now's the time to really try to support them as much as possible. Try to buy some of their stock and show them that, we love y'all, and try to have their last few months of whatever Lolita related be really well. So of course we wish that that we would have them for longer, but unfortunately we can't control economic situations that's happening on the global scale in any industry at this time, and the pandemic, unfortunately still has its effects and is currently affecting. But yeah, so I do hope y'all, if you've ever tried it or were afraid or unsure to buy anything, try to order with a friend and maybe try to buy from Violet Fane and Lady Sloth together. So I wish the best for them. It's really sad to hear. And then in more unfortunate news, which isn't really surprising, but also like it's just annoying. So of course, again, Instagram had them lost their damn mind, and they banned several hashtags that many Lolitas use and other J fashion people use. So it was the hashtags were basically reported as not within community guidelines. So we all know what that means. They're being reported falsely and incorrectly by people who do not know what Lolita fashion is. While we who wear the fashion know what it is and know what it isn't. It's just unfortunate that that would be the minority in this situation, because obviously there must have been mass reporting or enough reporting to get that banned again. But honestly, like, the reason why I say it doesn't like surprise me or like bothers me, I just find it more annoying, because then it means I have to use like different hashtags to like try to see like other people's coordinates, or like I like follow some of the hashtags so I can like see people who actively wear the fashion use those hashtags so I can admire and etc. But no, that's not what's happening. But I'm gonna be honest, like the momentum that the hashtag thing has had, that's what bothers me more. So I'm not trying to like play devil's advocate or like trying to say anyone in particular, but really the amount of energy given for defending Lolita, like the fashion itself, it's crazy, versus defending the people that wear the fashion. Like, I don't know. It's just like people would like die for this fashion. Like sincerely would die and fight and give violence and etc. for this fashion. Won't give a shit about the people who wear the fashion. There's so many stories that I've personally heard and who have been on this podcast who have said what they've experienced while wearing Lolita, being around Lolitas, and people don't listen, but they'll listen to hashtags. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, so there was a particular person that I saw that made a video about the hashtag being banned. I'm not gonna name any names just because I don't want to, and I don't feel comfortable to do so. So this person, they're pretty popular. They have a big platform, and in the past they have worked with an anime convention, who the founders were very gross people. This person have worked with gross people, and they're defending the hashtag being reported from gross people. It's just so hypocritical, because if you'll defend the fashion from being basically compared to this grossness, why have you worked with people that has been documented gross, has been told, have had evidence documented, has been told by victims that they're gross and they have done gross things? Why, if anything, you're at fault. Like, you're part of the reason why the hashtag is banned, because people think that hashtag is gross and you have basically contributed to its grossness. That's all I'll say. So anything more than that, I won't go any further. So yeah, that was pretty much all that I wanted to say. I'm trying to be more bilingual on this podcast, since I am. So the episodes may be a little bit shorter. I want to make content for my Spanish speaking J fashion people and my English speaking J fashion people. So yeah, let me know if you like this episode, or if there's anything that you want to see more of. Let me know. If you also understand Spanish, I do have this episode in Spanish. Now, mind you, wordings and stuff may be different, so don't expect it to be the same exact wording. My emotions in it will be different in each one, so expect something more or something less. So yeah, so that was it for this episode. This has been Marina from Frill Talk, and I'll see you next one. Ciao.